Hey guys, welcome back to the Atreyu channel. Happy New Year. Today is the first day of 2020 and as promised I am bringing to you my hot oil treatment. Let's get to it. Whew, it's kind of weird. Let's get to it. Atreyu is back, yeah. Atreyu is back, yeah. Atreyu is back, yeah. Atreyu. Alright, so it's kind of cold out. I mean, it is wintertime after all, but it's been kind of unseasonably warm lately. Today is not necessarily one of those days. It's not like below 0 degrees cold, but it's definitely no longer in the high 40s, low 50s. So, but it was time for me to wash my hair. I'm like, I gotta wash these locks. And I swear, the colder it is outside, the more opposed I am to washing my hair, because I just know it's gonna be a whole process, especially when it comes to drying. But anyway, I was like, I'm not doing anything today. I don't even have to leave. So let's get it done. Get her done. Alright, so I just washed my hair and I put it up in a towel as you saw, because while I want it, damp, I don't want it sopping wet with moisture, because I'm trying to seal that moisture in. And if I put oil, this is my theory, if I put oil on these locks while they're sopping wet, it's going to take even longer for them to dry, because the oil is supposed to seal in the moisture. So I was like, let me do myself a favor and absorb some of this excess moisture. They're still very much so damp, and then put the oil on. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. What I like to use when I give myself a hot oil treatment is just kind of like a mezcla of different oils, a mixture of different oils. So I use castor oil, not Jamaican black castor oil, but just regular castor oil, because it's less viscid, it's less viscous. You can kind of see, the majority of this is castor oil, so you can see how easily it moves in there. It's not really like slow or super slow. The reason that I prefer castor oil over Jamaican black castor oil is because I am afraid of buildup. I don't want buildup. I experienced buildup earlier in my journey, and I'm not trying to ever deal with that again. It was terrifying. I didn't know if it was gonna come out. I was like, I'm gonna have to cut off my locks. So I got it out, and yeah, I have an aversion to buildup. So, and then what else is in here? I put some peppermint oil in here, a few drops of the essential peppermint oil, and I think that's it actually. I don't go overboard. I know a lot of people mix a whole bunch of oils. This is like the time to do that. Put any oil you love, in the mixture, and go for it. And that's fine, but I just don't see a need for it. It's not like I have scalp conditions that I need to add some tea tree oil, to the mixture to help treat or anything like that. I don't have seborrheic dermatitis, none of those things, so I keep it simple. So just castor oil and the essential peppermint oil. I do have lavender and lemongrass and orange and all those too, but when I get ready to do this, usually I want to smell some peppermint and I want to feel it on my scalp, so that's why I use that. The only other oil that I use is this wild growth hair oil, because I'm a dude, and not that male pattern baldness per se runs in my family. I mean, on one side it kind of does, but the receding hairline definitely runs on the side of the family that I should be concerned about. So I like to use this on my edges just to kind of like help and say, please let me keep my hair for as long as I can, So these two are the two oils that I use when it comes to hot oil treatment. Okay, so I have heated up some water and I put this in there so it could heat up the oil. And the oil is hot. So now I'm going to use an applicator bottle with a pointed tip. So start just putting it my scalp. I know a lot of people, when they give themselves hot oil treatments, they douse their locks with the oil as well. You can do that. But as I said earlier, I'm so fearful of getting a whole bunch of buildup in my locks that I can't get out. After that bad experience, I'm just not trying to like test it, you know? It's kind of like a person who almost drowns and as a result never learns how to swim. By the way, I was that kid too, but I did eventually learn how to swim. There's this inherent fear, or at the very least hesitation, to doing things that might bring back or reintroduce that menacing for you issue. So yeah, I remember like Cheska Locs and I was like freaking out when I was just simply watching the video. I'm like, oh my god, I could never do that, you know. But yeah, people do it all the time and their locks seem fine. But this works for me, people, so this is why I do it like this. You asked to see what my hot oil treatment looks like, and this is what it looks like. Besides that, my locks get some of this oil anyway when I rake my fingers through them, so it's not like they're being deprived. And of course you want some oil to get in your locks. That's what's gonna help to retain the moisture, right? I just am not all about that douse life. That's just me. Okay, so once my scalp is like thoroughly doused, I will douse my scalp. Then I go on to the wild hair growth oil, or wild growth hair oil. I always like to shake it first. Something that I noticed about this is that it can leave a film if you don't like rub it in well enough. So that's why I usually like to put it on my fingertips first, like that, and then rub, and then apply directly to the areas that I'm trying to increase the hair growth in. And you see there's no film, right? Just shiny scalp. But when I first used this, I tried to apply it the way I would apply this, and then, you know, I would try to rub it in and it'd be like a film. I'm like, why is there a film there? Also, sometimes add some in the center of my scalp for that male pattern baldness. If you're a dude, you should always be worried about that. Not worried, maybe just on the lookout. So I'm like, yeah, let me see if I can do something to combat it if it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, but at least I will have done all that I could, right? Okay, so once my locks are all moisturized and oiled, then this is when I like to put them up in a bag. It's so hard to work with longer locks, especially mine, because my hairs are fine, but I have a lot of them, so it's just a lot of hair to deal with. It's really annoying, at least for me. Alright, so that actually wasn't too bad. Alright, once they're in there, twist on the ends, and then wrap it behind your ears, and then you can tie it. And I just go do whatever I'm gonna do for an hour or two. Maybe watch a movie, maybe clean up, listen to some music. Like I said, whatever you're gonna do it. And then come back. And I'll be back actually, and we'll look at my locks. So I'll see you then. Hey guys, I'm back. And if you're wondering why I have a tan line, it's because I did actually have to run out and run a little unexpected but quick errand. So I just layered up and went out. But now it's been a couple hours, so I'm going to take my hair out of the plastic bag. And finally we arrive at the plastic bag. It feels so good up under there. I can feel the peppermint oil doing its thing. And yeah, time to refill. Whew, goodness. Yeah, you can see by the color change. No, not by this pimple, but by the color change. That it was definitely moist and there was some heat going on up there. So, oh my gosh, my hair is so soft, you guys. It's crazy how soft this hair is. It feels like I conditioned even though I didn't, I only washed. Wow, this is crazy. So, yeah, it's still damp, obviously. When I was out and about, I actually felt it sweating up under there. It didn't get cold at all, I guess because of the layering and stuff. So that's good because brother's not trying to get sick. But yeah, these locks are feeling amazing. I mean, look at this. This is like freaking amazing. So yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bump up the heat a few degrees. Make sure I'm just chilling in a nice warm environment, which will help my locks dry faster. And then if they are not completely dry by the time I'm ready to go to bed, then I might pull out the blow dryer, the hair dryer, and just kind of dry up any lingering moisture. They feel amazing. A lot of people, when they do hot oil treatment videos, they talk about, oh yes, look how the locks look. They look so much better. And they do, but I feel like if your hair is still wet, then it's not really a true, accurate comparison. Like, I would need to show you guys my hair once it's completely dry. But I want to get this video published and put out for you guys on New Year's Day. So you guys will just have to use your imagination. Or wait until you see my locks, hopefully, in the next video. Alright, that is it for this video. As always, please learn to love unconditionally, because loving with conditions conditions the heart to not really love at all. Atreyu is out. Hey guys, so I had a little bit of time and my locks are pretty much dry now, so I thought I'd get back on and show you them. So how do you like them? Pretty cool, right? Look at these tips. Oh, you can't see them, can you? Sorry about that. Yeah, this kind of happens when you put on shirts and you have longer locks. Longer lock problems. If you're not there, just wait. Okay, now here we go. Alright, so yes, these are the locks now. After the hot oil treatment, they are doing well. They look great. There is a noticeable difference in them. There's a certain sheen to them now. There's a certain dustiness that is no longer there. So yeah, I'm very pleased, and I'm just happy that my locks are dry because brother's not trying to get mildew. Alright, I am really out of here this time, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace.